Today I'm going to be talking about why PCs are better than console. But before we get into that flame war, my name is Steve Smith, this is TQA Weekly, and here are 10 reasons PC is better than console. Let's begin. Consoles all look the same. Regardless of what you do, they all look the same. You can add decals or buy a different version of it, but ultimately speaking, there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people with the exact same thing as you. Nothing unique. But computers can be unique. You can paint them, you can decide which boxes you want, you can decide on the fans, whether they light up, add lights to computer, decide which motherboard based on color, which RAM, which everything you want inside and make it your own, something consoles simply do not offer. Consoles are limited to a very specific controller, maybe got a few, but guess what? PCs have choices. We got wheels, gamepads, controllers, keyboards, mice, joystick, and a whole load of different kinds of controllers. And even within the different classes of controllers, we got dozens, sometimes hundreds of choices, which means each particular gamer can benefit from a controller or keyboard and mouse that is suited to their style of gaming. Something, sorry, consoles are not technically able to do yet. And consoles are traditionally limited to 30 or maybe even 60 FPS now. However, computers can significantly experience more frames per second provided the hardware is capable. And of course, the screen can actually show this. Consoles and computers get dusty and dirty. We both know this. And while laptops are not as easy to clean without voiding the warranty, there are parts of the laptop you can remove to clean underneath, and most laptops where you actually have user serviceable parts. However, in the case of computer towers, you can open them up. They're usually made by us. And then you clean them all out and make it all look pretty. And on top of that, you won't void the warranty like you would if you opened up your console. Screen resolution for a console is usually fixed to either 4:3 or 16:9. Computers can actually experience a lot more than that. One resolution that computers can experience that consoles don't is the 21:9 resolution. Now that's not the only resolution possible, but I'll get to it in another part. Audio being another point. Consoles have a few options. HDMI, the traditional analog out, and of course optical. However, computers have far more options, and if your computer doesn't currently have it, there is a card or a USB dongle for that, meaning that you can connect via wire or wirelessly to speakers around your office, your room, or even your house when it comes to computers. Something consoles aren't really good at. They can have Bluetooth, but depends on the game. Number of screens a console can push, which is back to the resolution, is exactly 1. Yeah, we already knew this. However, the number of screens and, of course, resolution a computer can achieve is literally only dependent on the number of graphics cards, the type of motherboard, and, of course, the different kinds of resolution each particular screen will have. However, if you have enough money, there are other kinds of hardware that will allow you to connect even more screens to your computer, so you basically have access to as many screens as you want. And consoles are limited to one game store. And I'm not talking about the optical discs, because you can buy those anywhere, but they really do come from the same game store as the one in the console, which is really why I don't buy those anymore. However, on PC, whether you're on Linux, whether you're on Windows, whether you are even on Mac, you have the choice of using Steam, GOG, Humble Bundle, Bundle Star, EA's Origin, Ubisoft, Microsoft Store, Blizzard, etc., 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 not including all the indie companies out there and everything else that I have yet to mention. Needless to say, the second I passed the second name, we already had more choice. More choice means that the price of games actually goes down because there's more competition, something that simply does not happen on the console. Multitasking. Well, we can multitask on a computer. Consoles, you really can't do that. And because we have more access to more screens, it's actually simpler to do than it would be on a console. And we can use PCs for more than just playing video games. Sure, you can watch Netflix and do other stuff on your console. However, PCs can play video games, watch Netflix, and watch social media or do work all at the same time. And I do that all the time. And that was 10 things PCs are better at than consoles. Put down your comments down below. Like this episode if you liked it, disliked it if you didn't, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the show. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions for topics, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com. Go to my website, tqaweekly.com, for everything else. And of course, if you want to make this show better, go to patreon.com/tqaweekly and become a patron today. Patrons get these episodes 24 hours in advance of everyone else. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.